what is God in you, the veil has to be educated. God was in Christ Jesus of Nazareth, but that child had to be educated, and it was the fullness of God, but he had to be educated. Oh, and he had to be enlightened. He was manifesting himself, and his mother would look at him manifest himself, and sometimes he would gather with the elders in the temple and who would speak, and he had wisdom, but Jesus didn't know who he was until that manifestation came in the form of a dove, and he said, "This is my beloved son." And that's when he became knowledgeable. But it isn't that the Spirit was integrated in him. It was that the Spirit came, but he wasn't educated. Like myself, I've said in interviews that in 73, Jesus integrated in me. But as I began to grow, if I am of the root of Jesse, he didn't come to integrate in me. He came to enlighten me, That's why when I was young, that voice would always guide me, and it would speak to me. It would tell me, if you do this, this is what's going to happen. And exactly, it's like there was a voice in me that would guide me. And when I was in those days of my youth and delinquency, that voice would tell me, this is just for a brief moment. Don't get desperate. This is going to pass. And it would happen that way. One day my mother came to me and said, "My son, don't make me suffer. I love you so much, and you make me suffer." And I said, "Listen, Mom, that has a time. One day you're going to be proud of me." I told her one day. Sometimes we speak like that to our moms. But it wasn't that the Spirit was integrated in me. I was born that way. That is a prophetic vein, an inheritance that was to come. And that in due time, it was to be manifest.